When I bought my mountain cabin 4 years ago, the best part wasn't the rustic pine walls, the wood-burning stove, or even the trout stream running behind the property. It was the long, winding gravel road that led to it. A road I legally owned, a .9 meter easement stretching from the county road through a sliver of land adjacent to a new upscale development. It was originally logging access, and when the parcels were split off, that road stayed in the title of my lot. What I didn't expect was the HOA that formed in that new development, Whispering Pines Estates, deciding they didn't like me using their entrance. They started with a letter. Dear Sir, due to recent community standards approved by the Whispering Pines HOA Board, non-residents are prohibited from utilizing private roads maintained by our association. It went on with legal-sounding nonsense and demanded I cease all traffic through Whispering Pines immediately. I sent back a polite, legally sound response, pointing out that I was not in their HOA. I owned the easement. The road they were referring to wasn't theirs. It was mine, running adjacent to their subdivision, but never part of their parcel map. A week later, they erected a gate, a massive custom welded black iron gate with a keypad, security camera, and a smug little sign that read private community residents only. They had installed it across my easement. I called the HOA, their president, a guy named Brent Mulligan. Yes, he wore driving gloves and loafers without socks. Smugly told me we can't have unmonitored vehicles entering our neighborhood. It lowers property values and disrupts the character of our gated community. I repeated that I own the road. He laughed. Well, sue us then. So I did, but not before I brought the receipts. I contacted the county recorder's office and pulled the original plat maps. My deed clearly showed the 0.9 meter road as a privately held access easement retained when the land was subdivided. I even found a dusty old surveyor's note referencing access shall remain undisturbed per code. My lawyer, a no-nonsense local named Carla, filed a cease and desist, followed by a civil suit demanding the removal of the gate, compensation for trespass, and damages for obstruction of access. But Brent didn't back down. Instead, they doubled down, circulated a petition around the neighborhood painting me as a threat, citing suspicious cabin activity and non-compliant vehicular presence. I drove a dusty red Tacoma, not a threat to anyone except bad forest trails. 2 weeks later, the county sent a representative to inspect. She took one look at the plat and said, yeah, they really messed up. Turns out, not only was the gate illegal, it was on my land by about 4 feet. And it gets better because Whispering Pines had installed utilities, fiber, gas, even part of a drainage line under my easement without permission. While trying to block me, they had inadvertently trespassed in multiple ways. Their attorney finally called. They offered to give me a gate code. I declined. Instead, I gave them 2 weeks to remove the gate, reroute utilities, and sign a written apology, or I'd escalate to a full lawsuit that would halt all property sales in their development until the access dispute was settled. No title company would touch it. They caved. The gate came down, but I wasn't done. I installed my own simple cattle gate. Nothing fancy, just a wide unlocked barrier with my name on it. Then I put up a wooden sign, private easement, access by owner's permission only. Now they have to call me if they need service trucks or emergency access during storms, which I allow, of course. After all, I'm not the one trying to be petty, but I take my sweet time getting back to them. As for Brent, he moved. Apparently, property values dropped anyway. Funny how that works.